Oh, sorry. I'm just reading how Nike thinks they're gonna stop bots. Alright, we've all seen the news. Nike versus the bots. Who's gonna win? I want to take this situation and break it down for y'all. Explain what's gonna happen on both sides of the market if Nike's plan is executed. Then I want to share my prediction with you guys and see what y'all think about it. First off, it's clear what Nike wants to do. We've seen it in all the articles that are posted everywhere, all over these sneaker groups pages. They want to stop bots, which is fair, especially to the sneakerheads who want to cop shoes for personals. And it might be a little bit of a nail biter for some of the guys that rely on bots to secure their pairs to resell. So let's think about what happens if this works. If Nike is actually able to cancel these orders, to stop these orders from being collected, what happens? Nike's goal is to get these shoes directly to the end consumer and take out that whole third-party market. That way prices aren't getting gouged and every sneakerhead that wants a specific shoe will be able to get that off the shelf. So if there are no botters and these orders do get canceled, there's going to be a lot more pairs readily available to the market. We could be seeing not only GRs but some limited releases that are sitting on the shelves because the bots haven't been able to snipe all that product. This might sound good to sneaker collectors at first, but at what point do sneaker collectors get frustrated with the rules and regulations that Nike uses to filter through orders and select who actually gets to purchase these shoes and where from and how many pairs, what sizes, all that? Are they going to start denying purchases if they're not your shoe size that you selected on the website or on your account? Are you going to run into troubles if you have another family member that wants that same pair of shoes in the same household? These are all questions that have been raised with Nike and other shoe manufacturers in the past decade or so that have been trying to fight the whole bot problem. And as history repeats itself, we still have a problem with bots. Nike keeps updating their bot protection and the bots keep getting better and finding more loopholes. It seems to me like it's a never-ending battle. On the flip side of things, if Nike actually executes this properly and they are able to get rid of a lot of these bot orders, what does that do to their sales? If this actually works, Nike's going to find out that the real demand for their product might be a lot smaller than what they think it is. With botters buying 20 clips, 50 clips, maybe even 100 clips of pairs of shoes and holding that product, it makes the supply seem a lot smaller to your average sneakerhead who's trying to just cop a pair of sneakers to put to the toe. With all these pairs sitting on the shelf or on the website and going straight to the end consumer, it might make stock levels seem way higher than usual, crush the value on the resale market, but also lower the demand firsthand. Does Nike not realize that it doesn't matter who they sell these pairs to as long as they get sold? Why do they really care? To be honest, they're probably going to lose a lot of money if they go through with this. What even is the real demand for a pair of general release or limited release sneakers? I know one thing's for sure, and that's that if I get through manually on some of these sites in the near future and my orders get canceled because they think I'm a bot or there's some sort of suspicion with credit cards or addresses or sizes and whatnot, I'm going to be pretty upset. Yes, I resell shoes, but I'm also a collector. I have a personal rotation just like everybody else, and I like to cop shoes for the toe. With there being so many vague boundaries, I don't think it's going to work. It hasn't worked for the past 10 years. Nike's been saying that they're going to do something about bots for the past 10 years, and they never have. I mean, they try week to week. You can see it on both ends. If you know somebody who bots, you know the struggles that they go through to try and get their proxies to work, to try and get their bot rentals to work, to try and get everything in place for a new release. And sometimes they cook and sometimes they don't. And Nike is going to keep spending money to build up their bot protection. And at the end of the day, it kind of just seems like a waste of time and money. What happens if they just let the bots eat? Does it create a can't beat them, join them mentality and then everybody starts botting? I mean, I don't necessarily think that that's the way to go. I think all this media coming out is just a ploy from Nike to try and get people to stop, to try and push them back on their heels a little bit and say, hey, we're going to do something, you better stop or you're going to be wasting your money. Hey, we're Nike, our money is a lot longer than you guys that are running bots, and we know that you can't afford to keep throwing money at it if it's not going to work and your orders are going to get canceled, so just stop. But I know that there's a lot of tech geeks out there that are ready to keep eating on shoe releases or anything for that matter. The bot game is here to stay, whether these companies like it or not. So my prediction is more of the same. We're going to keep seeing botters eat. We're going to keep seeing botters get hosed. I really don't think anything's going to change. I think our first real test of this is going to be the lost and found ones. They've already pushed a bunch of crazy news out about these, saying, you know, this is the most widely released pair of retro ones ever, with the most pairs in stock forever and that everybody's going to be able to get them. There's going to be no resale value, yada yada. I'm not falling for that either. These lost and found ones are still going to be tough to get. I guarantee you see bots eating on them. People are going to have cases of these on deck and they're still going to be tough to get. Resale value is still going to be there. Whether it's 500 plus right off the rip, I don't know, but they're going to mature well. It's an OG colorway with a 6-story behind it, and I don't think that Nike has the firepower to stop these botters. What's it going to take for Nike to get these sneakers in the hands of the end consumer, but for those shoes still to have enough hype and demand that creates a value for the sneaker culture to buy and resell the shoes? At the end of the day, I truly believe that there really only is a sneaker culture because these items are so collectible. If there was no collectability, you wouldn't see sneaker conventions, you wouldn't see people collecting these, you wouldn't see all of the hype built around these shoes. I mean, you don't see people ranting and raving over collections of things that are worthless, right? Everything has to have a value to be sought after. So what's going to happen in the near future? I don't know. I laid my prediction out. If you guys have ideas, or you guys have ideas of how the sneaker world has changed and if it's better or worse with botters, and if you think Nike's actually going to step up to the plate and do something about it, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to think. Stay tuned to see if Nike actually resolves its problems with the botters. And if they do, let's keep an eye on the market and see how it changes. If you guys are familiar with the channel, you know that I post shorts here on this channel as well as reels on the Instagram. The handle is the same, at AllABSneakers. So make sure you slide over there and check out some of that content. Tap subscribe if you like watching my videos, and ring that bell if you want to see my next one. Thank you guys for the support. Thanks for watching, and do not forget, this is all about sneakers.